Hi everyone, I am Kubi from IoTX. Today we'll be discussing on Smart Service System and its working model. Let's first look at the business as usual scenario by the Appliance Service providers. Here we have taken an example of how an AC service provider does AC services for its customers. The same scenario can be applied for a fridge or a washing machine or a mixer service provider. Customer A calls the AC service center and registers the complaints about its air conditioner. The AC service provider fixes an appointment with the customer. The AC service call center informs about this appointment to the field force manager. So the field force manager, after clarifying or asking any queries and questions, finally accepts it, and then he shares this information to his field executives. Start of the day, field force manager shares the plan with the field executives of the customer visits. So in this case, there are two field executives, A and B. The field executive A has to attend customer A, B, C, D, and E, whereas the field executive B has to attend the customers F, G, H, I, and J. Field executive A starts from the office and reaches the customer location A. Once he reaches, the field executive A checks the AC for any faults or defects, and those details he manually enters into report named service report. Okay, so all those details, which has what kind of defects, what is the stabilizer details, and what is the measurements, what is the voltage, what is the AC details, everything will be registered manually in the service report. The same process is followed for both the new customer as well as for the existing customer. Then he attends other customers like B, C, and D, and finally he creates service reports for all these customers. You have to note, because of the delay in time, he isn't able to attend the customer E. Late evening, he reaches the office and reports to his manager with the service reports he has created. Similarly, field executive B starts from the office, attends customer F, and then attends customer H. Interestingly, instead of attending other customer, he goes to home and takes rest. Late evening, he starts from home and goes to the office. And he reports to his manager saying that the other customers are really busy and they asked him to come later this week. End of the day, both the field executives share their service reports to the systems admin, who has to again manually enter all those details into the system. Next day or later the week, the system admin takes the printout of the customer's invoice and courier it to the customers. So let's see what are the challenges being faced by the current process by the service providers. Number one, field executives are not able to be tracked. Two, manual data entry process takes more time. And very importantly, manual data entry leads to erroneous data in the system. Four, not able to cover all the customers in the scheduled date and time. No centralized information management system, and inaccurate financial reports are being generated, because of which we have very less return on investment and there's high chances for customer dissatisfaction. So these are the challenges, a list of critical challenges which the current uh, the, the companies are facing currently in their business process. So what is need for the smart service system? Let's see what is what our industry experts say about um, the attendance. I mean the business process systems being followed by different industries, as well as by how the field executives works in the company. 87% of the companies not able to track their field executives real time. 63% of sales executives works for multiple companies simultaneously. 23% of the time, sales executives takes wrong route to the customer's place. And finally, 47% of the time, sales executives not able to complete their planned customer visits for that day. So these statistics clearly says that the sales executives need some kind of assistance, some kind of platform which enable them to achieve their targets by guiding them in a more process-oriented way. And this is the reason for the need for smart service systems. Now let's see how the smart service system helps us to optimize the entire business process, resulting in increased return on investment and customer satisfaction. Customer A calls the AC service call center and registers the complaint. The AC service provider fixes an appointment with the customer. The appointment information is instantly shared with the field force manager using the centralized information system. And also, the smart service system automatically plans the optimized routes for both the executives A and B. The same information is instantly shared with the field executives through the mobile apps. The field executive A starts from the office and reaches the customer location G. Once he reaches the customer location, the field executive A checks the AC for its defects and faults and inputs those details in the mobile app, which has all the customer details, mission details, checklist details, and stabilizer details all in inbuilt. Just he has to input those values, what he has checked. Once he submits clicks the submit button, this information is instantly updated in the centralized information management system, and also very interestingly, an automated invoice is being generated for the customer immediately. The field force manager checks the field executives real time. This is one key advantage of the smart service system. He can also clearly see that the field executives where they are located at any point of time. So he can clearly see that the field executive B is not genuine and he can take decisions accordingly. And the key value add service in the smart attendance system is its easy integration with the attendance and the payroll system. Smart Smart Service System also comes with highly interactive dashboards and analytical reports. The one shown here tells us the performance of the field executives over a certain period of time, which can be the time period can be chosen by the business users. So that's the bar chart, and the pie chart tells you the monthly performance reports, like which sales executive has performed or brought in more revenue out of the total income from the sales team. This sample report or analytical report here shows the performance of the machines over a certain period of time, which can be again chosen by the business users. So this performance is measured by different machines or different models like Samsung or Panasonic or Onida, like how much time you see, the working hours of those machines. So this performance, primarily, it is being monitored by the number of defects they each machine throw in a given financial year or in a given period of time. This sample analytics report here shows the performance of the machines by defect types over a certain period of time. So this clearly shows like what kind of defects is frequently being occurred, so that the service providers register this, collect all this information and give it to the required vendors. For example, say the Samsung ACs is has this defects like the AC cooler isn't working very often. So this feedback will be a value add to the vendors, so that they take the appropriate actions at the right time. This sample analytical report shows the productive time of the field executives over a period of time. Likewise, we have many other analytical reports which comes out of the box. Few of the key benefits of the Smart Service System is listed here. Optimized business process. The mobile apps, using the mobile apps, decreases the amount of time we spend with the customer, or the turnaround time with the customer. Usually, it takes 3 to 4 days to complete a business deal with a customer, including the invoice being sent. But here, after using the Smart Service System, the business process, using the optimized business process, we can complete the business deal in just 10 to 15 minutes. High return on investment, because less time is being spent for each customer. High customer satisfaction, as they get their invoices or get the things fixed immediately. Enable the business to make quick, reliable decisions because of the centralized information management system. And the field executives are easily tracked in real time. Attendance is automatically taken by the system of the field executives. Optimized route scheduling for the field executives, and it's a very cost-effective solution as well. And it's also empowered with latest technologies like GIS, and then mobile apps being embedded with IoTs. And finally, integration with the payroll and attendance systems makes more sense, as as a whole, the company gets more robust with these parameters in place. Thank you. For any more information on this, please contact us at iotx@iotx.com. Alternatively, you can also call us at 8056 242299.